Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Sue.
Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Sue.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to talk about a couple of tools to help you build your info product. So before we get started, I'm going to talk about what an info product actually is. These are basically the courses that you see being promoted all the time. Chances are, if you're listening to this, you are seeing these info products being promoted on Facebook all the time. So right now, like in my feed, I see Ty Lopez promoting his agency course, right? And there's actually a bunch of people promoting their agency courses. Here, I think that's the new hotness right now. Here's how you build an agency, right?
But dude, you know what's funny? Most of these people don't even have an agency. They don't know how to make money.
That's the ironic thing, right? So here's the thing with info products, right? They can come off as scammy because there's a lot of people that do it just to try to make a quick buck, and they might sell a course for $1,000 or so. So the idea with the info products is it's really high margin at the end of the day. You think of going to school, right? You actually pay a lot of money for a degree. You get that piece of paper. With the info product, you charge less. You can still make a lot of money at the end of the day, and there's a lot of people that make millions of dollars a year selling info products. So we'll talk about tools in a second, but Neil, do you want to speak to some of the success you've seen?
Info products do really well. Like right now, my info product, at one point, we've been winding it down, was doing over like $500,000 a month conservatively in revenue. But I just think it's scammy, so much so that I don't even care for the money. And I wasn't even selling something scammy, and I wasn't promising the world. And when people thought they could make money, like I would tell them, like, this is going to take long, it's a lot of work, and you're not going to even get the results that I'm getting. Like, I was really upfront with it. If I wasn't, I probably would have netted like 1 to 1.5 million a month. I just wasn't willing to do it. But the point I'm trying to make is, like if you're going to create an info product, don't worry about what everyone else is doing or how they're making money. Just do what you feel is ethical, and don't take shortcuts. Just do what's long term.
We can start jumping into some tools over here. So first and foremost, if you're going to do an info product, you have to make sure that, most info products is where you're actually recording videos. I've seen info products in the past where literally it's all screencasts. So if you want to, start recording screencasts, you can always just use QuickTime. This is on Apple. And then you can also use ScreenFlow as well, which is also for Apple. Record all the sessions that you have, and then upload to a tool like Vimeo. That's Vimeo, or you can upload it to Wistia as well. You can get some better video analytics there. But those are just some two starters to get going. And Neil, what are your thoughts around kind of the platforms to use?
Yeah, so I use WP Member. It's like a WordPress site where you can create a membership portal. You can also use Facebook groups. People love that. Adding it to your offering does help increase sales. You can also use Skype to do your like coaching calls or group sessions if you're offering that as well. Those are some tools. I also like using Webinar Jam to do webinars to sell the info products. When it comes to PDFs, I like using Uberflip. So that way you can put your PDFs like in Uberflip and people can download them and get access to them really easily on any type of device. So those are some of the tools I like using when creating info products.
You also want to make sure that you're using, you're using email service provider as well, right? So you want to be emailing your list. You want to be following up with them too, because whether you're using like an evergreen launch sequence, you can Google what that means, or if you're doing kind of a live launch sequence as well, you want to make sure that you're constantly in contact with people, and don't forget about retargeting people too, right? Let's say you're doing like a live launch sequence. Neil's launching a course, maybe it's a 10-day kind of launch cycle. You want to be able to retarget these people to maximize kind of your ad spend based on how they've behaved on your webinars or on your site, for example. That's a whole nother episode, and that's probably a whole nother couple of episodes. But that's a good way to get started. And then two other platforms I recommend checking out Teachable. So that's teachable.com. And then there's also another one that's been out there for a while called Kajabi. There's a lot of these kind of, I don't know if they're called LMSs. I don't think they're called LMSs, but anyway, just education platforms that you can use to host your courses. And then if you want to get started easily, you can always just go to, you can actually reach out to Skillshare, right? Skillshare actually flew over to my house from New York and we recorded the course on content marketing. All I had to do was just do kind of the prep work. They gave me the structure. They brought their own equipment. They filmed the videos. And, gives me like a really small residual each month. But if you want to get started, you can always do that, or you can put your stuff on Udemy, and basically I think you give them 50% or something. Neil, anything else to add?
Pretty much it on mine.
Great. So, I mean, Neil's done, really well with his courses. I've helped with course launches in the past that I've just, right out the gate, started with like over 7 figures. You can make money with them, but you want to make sure that you're doing things right at the end of the day and you don't come off scammy. I think that's the thing, right? You don't want to be slimy about it. So, anyway, before we hop off, we have one little bit of additional value for you. We're giving away the Alexa SEO tool that's from Amazon. And this is not the voice tool that you can talk to. This is the SEO tool. So all you need to do to get in on this, to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast, and text Marketing School, that's one word, Marketing School, to 33444, and we'll pick one winner. Neil?
Yeah, it's a free tool. It's a paid tool. We're giving away for free. Eric and I both pay for it. It's amazing. And we're going to continually give you guys paid tools for free. If you're anyone out there who has paid tools that are in the marketing space, we'll give you free press. You don't have to pay us $1 in exchange for giving away it for free to some of our listeners. So we'd really appreciate that.
Great. So that's it for today. We will see you tomorrow.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.